Hello, hello. This is the Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas. That's right, guys. I'm back for another episode, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear my next guest. I'm super excited to have him on my couch with me. So you guys give it up for A1. That was like a big applause. You like that?
Yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas, so we do it big here on this couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Texas. I like Texas.
You like Texas?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so introduce yourself to the Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas. I know all about you.
Man, you already know who it is, man. It's A1. The guy.
The guy. I like that.
Yeah.
So what's your background? Let us know. For those of you out there who doesn't know, this is A1, and tell them all about you.
Well, you know, I'll keep it short. I'm a songwriter producer, and I've written and produced for people like Drake.
You say it like so humbly, like I'm a producer and I'm willing to. Yeah. No, you're a big deal. Like it's okay to be humble, and you know what I mean. Like you've done some really big hits, obviously. This is like a private podcast with Alexis, Texas. You know, right. we've met each other before. Feel comfortable to speak as freely as you want to, and don't be boring.
I'm a big deal.
I know you are.
Let's put it that way.
Let's hear about why you're a big deal. What's the biggest person that you've worked with that you feel like that you've either set off your career or you've helped their career or which otherwise?
I would have to say A1, man. Like
I like that. Respect.
If
you're not your biggest fan, then who else is gonna be?
Yeah, like that dude is fucking incredible. Like you get in the studio with A1, man, and the energy, the shit that he bring to the table is just incredible. You know, and he's also worked with people like Drake, Chris Brown, Robin Thicke, you know,
nice.
Ty Dolla $ign, Jeremiah, you know, Kid Ink, a lot of people.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what do you think is your biggest hit out of all the hits that you've made? That you'd be most known for?
My favorite is right now, No Stylist.
No Stylist?
Yeah. My first placement ever was a record called Unusual by Trey Songz and Drake.
Okay.
And people used to ask me like, all right, who if you had a choice, who would be the two artists that you would love to work with? Mm-hmm. And I used to say Trey Songz and Drake. And my first placement ever was Trey Songz and Drake.
That's awesome. Like I'm a true believer into speaking things into existence, and you have to you have to be your biggest fan and supporter because that's how this shit happens. That's why you are who you are, and you've made big hits. And
for sure.
That's
and
awesome.
I didn't get it easy. You know, I was homeless. You know, I'm from Kansas City, Kansas. So, you know, I played basketball in college. So, I did 3 years in college.
Okay.
And my fourth year, I just said,
what position did you play? I played basketball myself.
I was point guard. You know, I was a beast. I'm a beast at everything. I mean, that's why my name is A1, because I'm just A1 all around.
So if I challenged you to a game, you think that you'd beat me?
I would beat anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah,
okay.
Even LeBron.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, LeBron, you hear it.
Yeah.
You heard it first on
One-on-one,
the private podcast with Alexis, Texas rematch.
But yeah, I was homeless. I took a break from college for a year. That's what I was telling myself. And then I was just rapping, and then my friends gassed me up like, yo, you could really make it. And I was like, for real? So I had a little job for 7 months back home. I quit the job, cashed my check. Last check was like $1,000. I got a Greyhound ticket to LA.
So you put everything, it was like all in.
Yeah, I knew this dude who he was like, man, I got a crib out here. You can rent a room. So I'm like, you sure? He's like, yeah. So I said, all right, I'll be there in LA on, let's say, Tuesday. And he's like, all right, cool. So I get there. And
how nervous were you on that Greyhound bus, like going there? Because you used to Kansas City, you put everything in. You just hoping that this room is going to be for rent.
I was excited. Like I couldn't wait, you know. And when I got here, the dude stopped answering forever.
Ghost.
Like I probably never talked to him ever again.
That's
and I was just like, well, damn. All right, well, I was looking at the city lights and I was still excited. So I was like, man, I'll figure it out. And my homegirl, Rona, which I knew her through a mutual friend, Rona, she was the girl that used to do the jingles on Jamie Foxx show.
Okay.
So she lived in North Hollywood, and she was like, "Yo, you know what? You can park your bags in my parking space, like right next to my car." So I was like, "All right, hell yeah! Now I got somewhere to park my bags. That's all I needed, you know." So I would sneak in her little parking garage, grab some clothes, and hit any little clean restroom I could, find, and take a full wash up and get dressed like nobody knew I was homeless, you know what I'm saying? And I would walk up and down North Hollywood every day just trying to meet producers and looking for opportunity, take the train to Hollywood, just trying to figure it out, And one night I was walking in North Hollywood. That was like my area. Your
stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Those were your tracks?
Yeah. And people used to say like, yo, you should meet Raphael Saadiq. And I'm like, man, no shade to him. I'm like, I'm trying to meet Drake or somebody, like Raphael.
What year is this at the time that you're
saying this was the beginning of 2009.
Okay.
2009. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to meet like Drake or somebody, And then one night, Raphael Saadiq rolled past me on a bike. Like, what up, champ? And I was like, what up? And then he went into this building, and I was like, wait, that was Raphael Saadiq. So I went back to the door. His engineer answered. It was like, oh, leave a demo on your number. He'll hit you. I never heard from him, so I wasn't tripping. And then I was like, a few weeks later, I was walking past the gate, and it was open. It was broke that day. And I seen him on the phone. I was like, man, fuck this. I'm going in there.
Gates are open.
Yeah, so I go in there, and then he puts his finger up, like, hold on. And he was on the phone for 30 minutes. Can you imagine? You were sitting there or standing there
like just, sweating, being like, is he even going to listen to me or like wave me off or like, what is this? But that's still a big thing. Like, I mean, you could have been like, nah, fuck it. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I was
like,
pacing back and forth.
But yeah, you're putting it in work. Like, you're like, no, I'm going to wait here.
Playing with my fingers, just trying to look cool and shit.
Spinners weren't around at that time, so you can't like find something to do with yourself.
So he gets off the phone. He's like, yo, how the fuck you get in my studio? And I was like, oh shit. And I looked down and I was like, yo, I'm just a producer, songwriter looking for opportunity. And he was like, oh, that's how shit happened. He was like, shit, come on in. He was like, leave a demo with me and your number. I'll hit you up. So I left him another demo and my number. And then another week go by. I didn't hear from him. So I was like, I'm off him. And then I went in this restaurant in North Hollywood called Big Wings. And then I see him. And I at the time, my cousin was like, yo, Raphael back there. I was like, man, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't call me back.
Yeah. And then he's like, no, but he's fanning us back there. So I was like, oh, shit. So I go back there. He's like, yeah, I was just telling my partner how y'all just, snuck in my studio and shit. He's like, I'm there every day, 3:30. Pull up and we'll take a meeting. And I was like, all right, cool. So I pulled up the next day, 3:30. He was like, damn, man, persistent.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what I did with that demo. I was like, I got another one. So I played, only songs I had was 5 songs. He was like, yeah, this shit dope. What do you want? And I was like, I just want opportunity. So he gave me like 15 beats and was like, yo, take these with you, write to it. When you got something, hit me up. I'll get you in my studio to record it. So I said, bet. It's this guy that I met who had a little car wash in the back of a gym. And so,
hustle.
Yeah,
it's finest.
I asked him if I could wash cars during the day just to make a little change. And he was cool with it, but he had a shed. It was like a real shed where he kept his equipment. I was like, yo, is it cool if I crash in this shed at night? And he was like, yeah. So at night, I would sleep in the shed with a lawn chair, on a lawn chair with one cover. So I went to that shed and wrote a song and called him like 7, 8 in the morning. He was just like, fuck, all right, dude, come on. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Yeah, and I went up there and did a song, and then he liked it. And he was like, yo, I'm going to go on tour. I'm going on tour for like 2 weeks. When I get back, you could take this little room in the back. When I get back, I'm going to hear what you got, and then we'll talk. So he came back. I had like 6 songs. And then he was like, yo, you dope. I want to sign you, publishing. Let's do it 50-50. And I was like, I'm with it. And then before he left, I was like, yo, can I get the big room? the room next
I
to
put
his.
in work. Can I get the big room?
And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
So I'm here. I'm like still new to this writing and producing thing, and I have a big ass room to myself every day.
Did that boost your ego, your confidence a little bit?
It did boost my confidence, but then I'm like, yo, I gotta find an engineer because I don't know how to do none of this shit, you know? So I met this dude, and he knew how to engineer his fucking ass off. His name was Life. And we kind of became cool, you know, and then he was recording and then he was writing too because he was a writer as well. And shit, I was pumping out songs, and then one night I said, I want to write a country song. So I studied country for 3 days straight, no sleep.
What does studying country mean for those people that are listening right now?
I went to YouTube and I just started looking up old country songs.
Who were the people that you looked up?
Man, I can't even tell you. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Classic country.
Yeah, classic country hits, and you know, just studying the structure and how they talked about things, the stories, and then I wrote one, and I thought it was nice, you know, and then I was just whatever. I was working on other stuff, and then one time, this about 4 months have passed, me working with my own room. Raphael Saadiq never got his business right, so I'm in the studio without even being signed to him. And then I think it just hit him, and he came in there one day, like, kind of angry. He was like, yo, I'm renting this room out. Like, it's over.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, all right. He was like, yeah, this your last day. And I was like, well, damn. So then it was low-key back to the streets because I was really sleeping in that motherfucker at night.
How did that make you feel? Did you feel like you have to do more? You felt you were doing enough? Like, did you feel like your grind had to be, like, as a, you know, entrepreneur, entertainer, trying to get your foot in the business and...
Yeah, I felt like it was back to zero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, now I got to figure it out. And it was just like, all right, cool. I've been here before. It's all good. My cousin was out here with me, and he had a godfather who does jazz music. So he reached out the blue and was like, yo, I heard y'all out here, like, come to my house. I live in Northridge. So we fucking walked from North Hollywood, took bus, took the bus,
that's a long journey
all the way here.
Yeah, for those of you guys that have the Private Talk podcast, that's quite a hike.
Yeah,
really.
And we got there, and then he was like, "How y'all get here?" We like, we walked. He was like, "Oh man, where y'all staying?" We like, nowhere.
Determination, yeah.
Yeah, so he wanted music from us, and so he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna put y'all on a rental. Y'all sleep in my back studio." So boom, it went from the studio with Raphael Saadiq to another studio in the back house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you don't have a big room.
Yeah.
Now you're in the back house.
But I was cool with it, you know, it was really comfortable and all. So we started working on jazz music with Norman Brown.
I like how you go from your country, the jazz, like it's all over the place. Because as an artist, you really have to know all of it to be your craft and be as, you know, talented as you are. Yeah.
So, you know, we was giving him what he need, pause, and we was good. So we was in that house with him for a solid 3 months. After he wrapped his album, it was kind of like, all right,
you
guys.
gotta go.
But he was telling us he was gonna put us in an apartment and everything.
At this time, like when you're going this, are you showing them music because you're working on, or they just
no, we're creating from scratch.
Okay, but is there ever like a time where you're like, man, this is a hit and I know it, and you're like showing them, or you're just like, they're just doing their own thing, you're just staying there until something like?
Nah, I was waking up working.
But like, when were you showing this guy these beats, and was he just like, no, something's better? No,
he was playing guitar from scratch.
Okay,
so he would play the guitar, and then we would write a song on top of it every other day, you know. And that's how we did the music. We did like 3 or 4 songs on his album, but after that it was a wrap. And he was like, I was like, damn, what happened to the apartment? You know what I'm saying?
So how did you get your like breakthrough when everyone was like, this is the man, A1?
Yeah, so I got a call from Mike Karen. He was the vice president of Atlantic Records, and he was like, yo, I want to take a meeting with you. You did this country song, and I like it.
What is the country song called?
That was the country song. I don't even remember. I've written probably like 2,000 to 3,000 songs since.
Nice.
Then. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a pass of that. Much love. Yeah. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, nah. The level I'm at now is ridiculous. I can do like 10 songs a day.
Get them.
Yeah.
Get them.
But we'll get to that.
All right.
Yeah, so I took the meeting with Mike Karen, and then he thought I had a bunch of country songs and shit, but I had a bunch of R&B songs.
You had that one country.
Yeah, so he was like, I was trying to get a publishing deal, and he's like, I feel like you're straight up the middle writer, and I was like, I was new to everything, so I was like, yo, I don't know that term. What does that mean? And he was like, it's no edge to you, like you're a safe writer, and I was like, well, damn. He was like, but keep working. And I was like, shit, cool. Literally 6 days later, I write a song, and then he calls me again. And he's like, yo, this is a single. And I was like, oh, word? And I did it for Pleasure P at the time, because I was trying to get it on Trey Songz, album, but they just they had told me that the album was closed and they was mastering it. So Mike Karen was like, yo, this is a single. So I was like, yeah, I know Pleasure gonna kill it. He was like, nah, Trey Songz, and I'm gonna get Drake on it. I was like, word? He was like, yeah, let's take a meeting tomorrow. I was like, all right, bet.
How did that feel?
It was crazy, I love Mike Karen, so like no shade, but it was 2 Mike Karens that I met within that week. The one that it was like, safe, and then the one that was like, yo, you're fucking incredible. Whatever you're eating, keep eating it. Mm-hmm. And so I was confused because I'm still new out here and I don't know the game like that. So I was like, damn, you
really don't know what to say, or because you don't want to step on anybody's toes.
Right. So he offered me a publishing deal, and I'm like, damn, I do want to take it. I'm homeless, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know the business. So I was like, fuck, let me call Raphael Saadiq. So I call Raphael Saadiq. He like, come by. I show him all these agreements, and he like, nah, this bullshit. Cause like word got around, and almost every publisher wanted to sign me. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest offer I had at the time was $350,000. Okay. $350,000, and I wanted to take it so bad, but I was listening to Raphael Saadiq like, yo, this is a terrible deal.
And that has to be, like you said, you being homeless. That's like a lot of money that you've never at one time, you know what I mean? It's like, what do you do? It's like, it's all on me.
Right. So then Def Jam flew me to Miami for a couple months to just work in writing camps for Justin Bieber and a lot of people. So I got to meet cool producers like Bangladesh, Cool and Dre, and all these people. And I was living the life. I had a room at the, what was it? I feel like the Westin, overlooking the water. I had a rental per diem. Yeah. So I was like,
now you're living it now.
Yeah.
You went from living in someone's studio, now you live in large. Per diem. So, you can get carried away with that sometimes.
Yeah. So when I got back to LA, I'm like, damn, all right, I got this single coming out, but I'm still homeless because I ain't taking no deals. And so this guy named Gary Leon, he's an A&R now at Atlantic Records, but he was just up and coming. And he was like, yo, I believe in you. I want to manage you. And I was like, damn, yeah, I do need management. I said, you got a 5-bedroom house. So, yeah, you manage me, I live with you.
Yeah, so it's like, hard, yeah.
So he was like, bet. So, boom, I was out the streets then.
So you were a deal maker, you didn't even know it, look.
Yeah. and I had my own room, 5-bedroom house, gated community. It was like, I'm like, oh, I'm living a life, you know what I'm saying? And then residuals started coming in from the song doing so well. It went top 10 on the urban charts. And so I started, then a lot of people would listen to me now. Like I could get in sessions. Like then I met Tyga. From that song is how I met Drake. It was up for an ASCAP award. And so I was like, Drake, I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, everything. And he was like, no, I appreciate you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You bringing this record. And I was like, yo, you got an email? And he grabbed my phone. He put his number down. So I was like, damn, Drake just gave me his number. You know what I'm saying? So
You got all the feels in another way. You know, it's like
a couple days go by. I'm like, yo, I gotta call this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might change his number. So I called him. He talked to me for a very long time. He was at the time. He was like, yeah, I'm about to be dropping a single in a couple weeks called Headlines. I'm gonna link you with my producer Boy Wonder. And I'm like, hell yeah. So he linked me with Boy Wonder. I started doing some stuff with Boy Wonder. I had a potential record that was going to be on Drake's album at the time, but it was a miscommunication on the drums. Drake wanted some drum changes. Boy Wonder didn't. It was a miscommunication. And so that record ended up going to Tyga, and Tyga put Big Shine on it, and it was a single called I'm Gone. Mm-hmm. So, you know, me and Boy Wonder at that time, we was doing a little work, you know what I'm saying? I did like a little non-exclusive with him, you know, signed to him.
So I'm sure you have like a lot of like unreleased stuff that you just have waiting, because like
with
at those
Boy
points
Wonder,
you've done so much out there. Like it's just like, I'm sure you just make beats and like do things like all the time.
There's a record.
What does your library look like, A1?
Yeah, library crazy. But there's a record out there that's sitting somewhere in Drake's hard drive with him and Lil Wayne, produced by me and Boy Wonder, that I've never heard.
Drake, if you're listening to this, the Private Talk podcast with Alexis Texas, you better find that in your playlist.
And every time we
want to hear it.
Like every time I would see Drake around that time, I'd be like, yo, what's up with the record? Like, yeah, he was like, yeah, it's coming. And then after so long, I could tell he was annoyed. Like, bro, we're probably 100 records past that. Like, why are you still bringing up that record?
Well, I still have faith. We're gonna bring
Drake. I'm over that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we're still speaking into an existence.
I mean, hey.
So with all these people that you're saying, like with Drake and the Trey songs, it's like, which artists do you think that you've been are still currently friends with that you like? You just collab and you just in there and you don't even know if you make it. You're just doing it for fun. Like, who do you still?
Oh, the best chemistry I have is with Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
What do you think is your biggest hit that you've done with Chris Brown?
Party.
Yeah,
that went number 1.
Nice.
Yeah. Party.
Okay, so
I did a lot of shit though.
I have a question with you. Like for me, you've always been the most really stylish. You've always like, you know, is there any people that inspired that? Do you just create it yourself? Do you have like who inspired you to create your look, do your own thing? Like you're very like not one dimensional, I say, but you're in your own lane. You do your own thing. You're very outside of the box. People are always gonna look like, hey, what is that? Like today, you have awesome colors. When you walked in the door, I was like, hey, I like that.
My nails. Mm-hmm. They change colors a little bit.
When did you start doing your nail, like painting your nails?
2014.
Did you see someone, or you just liked the way it looked and you were just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do what I want to do?
Oh, I used to take my wife and my mom to the nail salon, and then I would sit in the little massage chair and go to sleep. And one time I woke up and I looked, my mama was right across from me getting her toes done. And she was like, boy, you should paint your nails black on some rock star shit. And I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. Rockstar, and I went back to sleep, right? But I had a dream that I did it and went to the mall. And a lot of people was like, yo, what do you do? And I was like, what? So I woke up, I was like, yo, I gotta at least try this shit. So I tried it, right? We actually went to the mall. And people were really like, yo, what do you do? Are you an artist? And I was like, oh, shit. So
just because of the nails?
Yeah.
Now, do you do your hands and your feet or just your hands?
No, just my hands.
Just your hands.
Ty Dolla $ign does his hands and feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but...
do they match? Do they match? The hands and feet?
Ty Dolla $ign do that. I don't know. I don't look at his feet.
Well, hopefully one day he'll come here and I'll ask him.
Yeah, no, for sure. But so I was like, yo, I'm gonna rock it for a little bit, and then I ended up having an opportunity to be on a reality show, which is Love and Hip Hop, and then I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this shit while I'm on camera on TV, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it, because I wear pearls too, you know, it's been a minute, iced out, but. You know, that was my thing.
So that just came naturally from you, or did you have an inspo? Did you like see fashion as a kid? Did you just like?
I just felt like doing it, and then I just if I feel like doing something, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fun like that.
Free spirited.
Yeah, free spirited, all in. So it's like I let people say what they want. Oh, he's gay. He's not. He's that. No.
I feel like everyone has to live in your truth, you know, and that's, I think that if you think that because of the way that my appearance is, then you don't even know anything what that even means. Like, so you're not, that's like your problem, not mine.
Right. So, you know, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just be me on TV. And then I was looking at it like, all right, you'll be able to Google me without knowing my name. And that was happening. The guy with the blonde dreads, wear pearls and black nail polish, you know. So I was like, that's a cool thing.
Now you can't go back.
Yeah, no.
There's no turning back.
No.
I like them. I've done Chromebook that before. Mine myself are sparkly. So
oh, yeah, no, I've been in a chrome vibe lately.
I dig that.
I'm working on my own nail polish line as well.
Respect. That's awesome.
No, for sure.
So you said reality show. You said Love and Hip Hop. How did you get into that? Did that just like, how did you start that? How did that even?
Just being that nigga in the streets, you know.
So they came and approached you.
Yeah, making noise in the industry. As a producer songwriter, and they was just like, yo.
Did you go in with a bunch of friends? Was it solo?
No, it was me and my wife, Lyrica Anderson, and you know, I was just really focused on her projects. So we was kind of making some noise on some independent shit, you know, in the streets, and they was just like, yo, y'all should come in for an interview, and we did that, and they fell in love. They met my mom and they met her mom. They were like, oh, this is crazy. Like, and they wanted us, you know.
It just clicked.
Yeah, it clicked. So we was like, we'll give it a shot. And shit.
How many seasons have you been on now?
4 now.
4?
Yeah.
So with those through the ways, have you like, obviously there are people, LA is small. LA is really small. And it's like with cast people, are you actually friends with them? Is it really scripted through the thing? Is it mechanical? When you fight with them, are they fighting because it means something? Or is it just because it's just how you feel at the time?
My only friends is Ray J. Like, we was friends before that. Marcus Black, Solo Lucci, and shit. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
So
Safari.
Okay.
We back cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like one of those things, like you don't see each other all the time. Is it just because of the show, or is it like you guys actually hang out on a personal level?
Well, me and Ray J, we like that, you know. Other than that, like, nah.
Is there anybody from the show that you absolutely couldn't, like, you don't even want to be around, won't film with, won't do anything with?
Nah. I don't really, like, my life is so, like, more
you feel like
important.
you're like an open book because you're on the show, though? Because it's like,
at
that point, it's like you get targeted either way. If you want to be their friend or not, they're going to say a headline, hey, you're fighting with this person, or oh, you're doing this, or how do you get wrapped up and not wrapped up in those things? Yeah,
no, I mean, you know, I'm an open book for sure. My life is, you see it. It's reality for me. But I don't know, like, people on Love and Hip Hop, other cast members, like, you know, if I am in the scene with them, I'm just doing my job and then I'm out of there. I don't carry Love and Hip Hop home with me. You know what I'm saying? I have fun. I do what I do in real life, and then I don't talk about it like after like that. Like what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. So your real life, what does your real life contain? What is your relationship status? You say your wife, like what's going on? I know that you just had a new baby. Congratulations on that. You. Love him. Oceans, A1 Bentley. He's best beautiful. Thing that ever happened to me. He's beautiful. I feel like he's a beautiful mix of the both of you. Yeah. Yes, he's very cute. He's a superstar. I see so much. Rock star in the making. Look, Dad's already a rock star. No, he's a superstar. Like he's like, it's crazy how you can already see him like 18 years old in the NBA. It's just crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? We took him to the Lakers game like last week for the first time. He was just so like, I was reading his brain like, yo, I can't wait. That's me. He was looking at LeBron like, yo, that's me in 17 years. And I was just like, yo, that's you right. You know what I'm saying? You soak it up in a different level, you know what I mean? Yeah, and he was really good there. Like, he didn't give me no problems. So I'm like, yo, he feel at home already. So I know he going to play for the Lakers. Nice. Yeah, for sure. We're putting it out there. Lakers. Yeah, not for sure. Watch out. What year would that be? I ain't going to lie. Like, he's so, like, you know how things change. So that shit could be in 10 years. I ain't going to lie to you. 10 years, he's going to the Lakers. Unbelievable. You heard it here first on the Private Talk podcast with Alexis Texas. He's, you know. Hey, you never know. Anything is possible. It is very true. We have all kinds of things that we never thought were possible 10 years ago at this point. So that could be very true. I'm just saying. So your relationship status, you said, what's going on right now? Right now, we just co-parenting. You know what I'm saying? So you're single. I mean, Yeah, with co-parenting, right?
I'm asking you. I don't know what co-parenting means. I don't have a child. Like I don't have.
Yeah, that just means like, all right.
You're just amicable. Hey. Y'all are having a relationship, but y'all are just seeing other people. Do you think because of the show and everything like that had a reflection of those things?
Huh?
Do you think the show had anything to do with like that whole process right now?
Nah, just just life. Sometimes we make mistakes. Make bad moves. It's like playing cards. Sometimes you deal the wrong card and shit.
I like that you say cards because here at the private talk podcast with Alexis Texas, we have a game called Truth with Texas.
Oh, for real?
So we're going to play a game, and after this break, we're going to set up this game, Truth with Texas. I'm going to let you pick some cards. It's got some little questions. It's going to be quick, painless, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun. I hope you guys are ready. Are you ready, A1?
I'm down.
Are you sure you're down?
Yeah.
The seat hasn't been that hot, has it?
No. I'm cool.
Okay. All right, here we go. Pick it, like it. Nice. With those fancy nails shining. All right, we've got a club. So my clubs. All right. What part of the body turns you on the most about a woman?
For real?
For real. Private Talk wants to know.
Lips?
Yeah. As I lick my lips, I'm like, you looked at me the same. I saw that. So is that your final answer, lips?
Yeah.
I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's accurate. That's the first thing you look at as a woman that turns you on the most.
Oh, the first thing that I look at?
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
The first thing that turned me on, she gotta look pretty. Face for sure.
Body part. A face, it has to be specific. Lips are we going with? We'll go with lips. Whole face is a whole, that's just like a cop-out.
Body part?
I want the truth!
I'm trying to tell you. You want the truth? Head. I want some goddamn head. Like,
not what you want. You said you want.
I was like, shit. Like, you want the truth? Here it is. Lips, head. That's
Lips first. All right, we're gonna go with lips. All right, here we go. But hey, what? Let us know.
It's no secret. I love head. I just do.
I think most men do.
Yeah.
I like head, and I'm a woman, so.
Some girls ask this question like, "Oh, what do you like more, pussy or head?" My answer is head.
Is it because some good girls' pussy's whack, or you just like head? I like your sound effects.
Should I be talking about this?
Yes, this is a private conversation. It's on the couch here with the private talk conversation. Let's do it.
It's just something about, oh my gosh, don't kill me, guys. It's something about like a good jack and twist.
A jack and twist. Guys out there, Private Talk podcast with Alexis Texas. You guys, you like a jack and twist? I like it.
Girl jacking and twisting and sucking it's different.
Do all of them do that, or do you like demand them and instruct them to do that? Because that's the way you like them.
All of them.
I'm just saying. Okay, maybe not all. All right, let me back up. I'm just saying. In your whole like sexual encounter history in life.
I was just talking about if I'm in a relationship,
But what happened was, okay, let's go with the next card. Truth with Miss Texas. Let's do it. All right, are you ready? Let's go.
Oh man, I'm good.
Ooh, the hearts. All right. How long have you gone without sex for? The longest amount of time.
For real?
For real. Don't lie to hit. Don't lie. Don't make me do this again.
I want the truth!
Longest I've gone without sex. Damn, like I got it. Like
scroll back.
Yeah, that's a lot of life.
Hey, we're here. I got time. But do you?
Maybe 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
No head, no pussy, no nothing.
Oh shit.
The longest I've gone is 6 months.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was angry the whole time.
Yeah, I'd say like 2 months.
2 months with everything.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard out there.
Yeah.
All right. I respect the honesty. All right, here we go. Next question. Let's see what you get.
Okay.
Ooh, that's my favorite one. It's a spade. So it's just like my my booty, but different. So this one is going to be a little bit more riskier than the naughtiest question because this is why we're here at the Private Talk podcast. Yeah, so are you ready? Yeah. Listeners, are you still with me? You better be subscribing to the Private Talk podcast with your favorite Alexis Texas. All right, guys, let's get this question out. What's the weirdest sexual experience you've ever had?
Shit. The weirdest sexual.
Going back in the sexual bank, it's like do 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 do.
Well, it was weird. It was weird and wild.
Don't hold back.
College days.
Okay, let's hear it.
I had 3 girls lined up.
Were they like
and I was
face down, ass out?
Yeah, I was hammering them all.
Like one stroke each one? Like bam, crazy. Bam, bam.
Yeah, and I like.
Or were they like stacked on top, like a
it was like drum line, like I was coming up to the booties.
The man, A1, A.
Yeah, it was weird. That's weird to me. Like, yeah.
All right.
Everybody was gaming for it. Oh, yeah.
And it was just you and the drum line with ladies and cheeks.
Yeah.
Nice.
3 girls.
That's the most you've ever been with?
Yeah.
At one time?
Yeah.
3. Was that a lot to handle?
No, I think am I saying too much?
No, you're supposed to feel comfortable. This is
well, back then, I felt like I was performing pretty good.
Okay.
I'm a great performer.
So each girl would be like, yeah, he drummed that line.
Yeah, not for sure.
All right, perfect. I like it. All right, last question. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Diamonds. All right, guys, are you ready for the last question? It's the diamond card. And let's see. How many people have you slept with?
Oh, shit.
Don't look at.
Did you think
don't look
about
for an
that
answer?
Question?
No, I have a list of questions that are each categorized for things, and what happens happens. If you listened and you actually liked, and what was it? If you joined my Instagram for the private podcast, you would see all these questions there. You should do it. You're gonna be live on there as well.
Yeah. How many girls?
How many people have you had sex with?
In my whole life?
In your whole life. Do you need my hands and fingers and toes too, or are you good over there?
I'd say like.
I don't even know my number. I don't know what I would say, to be quite honest.
I say like, you know.
That is not a number. That is not a number.
No.
It's not a number. Come on now. It's a private talk here. This is your whole life situation. How many people have you had sex with?
Probably about like 30.
30. All right. I like it. That means like we should add or subtract. What is that rule with the girls or men? I think with girls you subtract and men you add. I don't really remember how it goes.
I could be lying. It could be less.
You could be less? Yeah. Or it could be more.
I'm just trying to look cool.
You already look cool. Your nail polish.
Yeah.
No, but you're, again, A1, the man. Thank you so much for being a part of the Private Talk podcast. I appreciate you for coming out and being honest with us, and I hope that you've had a lot of fun with me. I hope you like the channel, subscribe to the channel yourself, and thanks for coming on the Private Talk podcast.
If I'm being honest, I have a single that's about to drop.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh, no.
Where we can find it, not hear the single. Come down, come on.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's called 2 at a Time, and it's featuring A1, and it's fucking amazing. Produced by Dre Moon.
This A1, you speak in the third person. I like him.
Yeah.
Can I listen to his music?
This record is gonna be a runner, for sure.
For sure. Why do you think that? Do you have like different like feels about this one other than the ones we talked about previous in this interview?
Yeah, shout out to Dre Moon. Like he's one of my favorite producers.
I gotta applaud Dre Moon myself. He's a real one.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
He's done some phenomenal work. He's an amazing person.
Drunken Love. He did the beat to Drunken Love. Okay,
he's a true one. I like Dre Moon.
He did that. That dude is amazing. But it's just something about his beats that it's magic.
Is it because of where you are right now and maybe your like life and that it's like you're like maybe
every
being
time
your purist?
I link up with Dre, it's just like it's.
So this one's it. All right. So tell us again what it is.
It's 808 driven. It's really catchy, 2 at a time. Just think about it. Have you ever had 2 at a time?
I have. I'm Alexis, Texas.
Now I'm interviewing you.
It's okay. I'm not afraid. This is a private conversation. You can ask me anything you want.
Like 5 at a time?
I have actually. There was a movie I did. The fuck? Yeah, you can go and watch that. I haven't done movies in a really long time, but back in the day, I did do my share. No shame in my game. This is a private talk with Alexis, Texas, and you should feel comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, now the single about to drop, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's going to give a run.
So where can the fans see your social media?
Yeah,
where can we
just follow me? I'm everywhere, What's
your social media?
But my social media is A1 Bentley.
All right, guys.
But it's not hard to find me.
All right.
Just follow the leader.
Follow the leader. Well, I'm the leader here at the Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Subscribe and like to the Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas. I hope you guys have liked this interview. Let's get it.
Yeah.